My book says I won't remember what the suffering was like. They guaranteed me I won't, or I probably wouldn't be in this seat. Some doctor told me that marijuana would affect my memory too, but I never forgot to smoke weed. So, I never believe everything I hear. If I believe it now, man, I'll get loaded over everything. How can I forget what God has already done for me? That's when I get glum. It's to not remember that and stay grateful. One time I hit a big jackpot in Vegas. Let me tell you guys, it was a little bit of money to me at the time. I jumped for joy. It was instant, man, when that money hit. I mean, instantaneous. All natural reaction to the money. And I said, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I realized it was my God for a minute. So, when I found out God was real through the process of the steps and realized He watched me snort every grain of dishwashing detergent off my floor because I thought it was meth, I wasn't as excited. I was more embarrassed and ashamed, And if I get ungrateful, man, the actions I take to keep me close to God, those actions kind of drift off into my thinking into nothingness at some point. And I just stop doing them if I get ungrateful. Then I put things ahead of God's will. But guys, when I put God first, everything I put second becomes first class. Every time. And that means keeping close to God and trying to perform His work well, no matter my circumstances. Counting what I do have instead of what I don't have. My gratitude became an action because I began writing. I wrote a gratuity list. For 5 years, it was my evidence of God, man. I tell you what, guys, if you want to know what grateful is, 2 days ago, I looked down and I realized that for the first time in 8 years, I had my own dishes in the sink. So the things we take for granted, man, you never know until you don't have them anymore. And, our spiritual experience in the back of the book, it says most of our members think that awareness of a power greater than ourselves is the essence of a spiritual experience. Keeping God's awareness to me is what keeps me happy, sane, sober, and it's kind of like my happy spot, the awareness of Him. And to know that the most meaningful years of my existence lie ahead, as long as I keep continuing here, that's the never-ending promise here. My sponsor said, if I just keep doing what I'm doing, it'll only get better. You can get too drunk, you can get too high, you can OD, but you can't get too spiritually fit.